Hi guys, good to be back again. So yeah, this video, as you can see by the title, it is a big one for me. And the clips that you're going to see throughout the video, and I'll just say it now, they're going to be chop and change because I filmed this over different days as the pieces that I've needed have arrived at different times. So I've got all the shell of the terrarium basically for a plant that I've had my eyes on and heart on for a while, and not because of its, I guess, prestigious nature, but more because of its rarity in nature and the idea of conservation and keeping rare collections. So this plant is no other than the Monstera Obliqua. I got my hands on one. It was a labour of love. I think that having this plant in my personal collection is something I want to have as a gem to look at, as a marker of where I want this to go, if that makes any sense. It's more about looking at that plant and seeing it as Kaylee Ellen said, it's like a pet. You know, my partner, he's into his animals and I'm into the plants. We're building the terrarium today and I'm going to take you through that process, and when the plant gets here, then I'll cut with some other clips and you'll see that at another time, and I'll probably be wearing something different, so do bear with for that. But for now, I'm going to cut through and we're going to build the terrarium. So I will take you through what you're going to need. The day is here. We have finally got the plant, and honestly, nothing inspired me more today to cycle like an absolute madman to get home and get this plant. So I have the box. We're on a different day. I mean, the days have been going around in this video, so it's all going to be chop and change. So thank you for being consistent. We're on the final day, and just a quick one. I tried to do the tank yesterday for you guys. I've got some clips of me completely failing. I made my mix, I did everything, and it just went completely up the wall. Basically, the volume wasn't on the microphone. Oh! Fool's error to not have a bloody microphone on. So annoying. So, we're here. It's all good. We're going to do the tank today as well. We're going to just do it all in one. I'm going to unbox this with you. Okay, so here is the box, nicely wrapped. I'm going to open this so delicately. How do we do this? Got my... Okay. Imagine if I cut the plant. Oh my god, that'd just be it, wouldn't it? That would just... Oh, that would sum up my life, really, guys, honestly. Right. Okay. Oh my gosh. Right, here we go. We're in. Alright, so a little bit of newspaper, pretty standard, good stuff to see. Okay. Oh, Oh, he's wrapped it really nicely. Okay, so that's the box. Don't need that. Right, bubble wrap. Because it's been really cold in England, so I'm really glad it's been protected. Oh my goodness. Oh, fab, look at that. Genius idea. I never thought of that. Wow. Okay, so this is the Monstera Obliqua. Okay, guys, this is the one I've been waiting for ages. All right, let's get her open. Oh, I really want to show you the bird as well, but he's just like watching me while I do this. Do you want to quickly see him? There he is. Are you going to do your noise for me? I think he got freaked out by the camera. Right, so this is a juvenile form Monstera Obliqua. I know it's not that exciting to look at like this, but in its grown form, it's just an absolute gem. So, whoa. All right, so guys, that is the plan. I am thrilled beyond belief, and what I'm going to do from now is pause the video and I'm going to get the tank ready with you, okay? So I'm going to be back in a minute with all the supplies here and we'll go through what you need, all right? Right, so this is the best angle I could really get. Not my best, certainly not my worst.
I can't find the answer to that on Apple Watch.
Oh, okay. As I said earlier, I pre-mixed my soil yesterday, so it's just generous bits of all of them, the soil parts, which I showed you earlier, but we're gonna change up something in a minute, all right? So I'm gonna move all this out the way, and then we'll come back to the tank itself. And also, grab yourself a pair of scissors. And throw that over there. And a big coin. Apologies that you won't see my face for a little bit. I'll try and crouch down where I can. Well, let me just try and do this. Now I feel like I'm really chilling out with all of you. All right, cool. So, we've siliconed inside the tank for a reason, just to block off some of the water in some places. So, I have a siphon in here, as you can see, this little white tube. And that's gonna serve as my filtration when I have my airline, when I need to take out excess water from the bottom. So I can just put it in there and get a mouthful of terrarium water, which is gonna be delicious. So, fun and games. Oh God, this bird just wants to get involved. So I'm gonna take my mesh first, okay? And with the mesh, I'm gonna just get this open. This is gonna serve as a filter between my water table, which is what they call it in lots of reptile keeping. A water table means I'm going to have the hydro balls at a level at the bottom in order to serve as a, basically a substrate for the water to exist in without basically waterlogging everything. How many times can you say basically in a sentence? All right, so I'm gonna take my mesh, I'm gonna open it up, and I'm just gonna step out the frame for a second. Move my terrarium out the way. Whoa, gosh, didn't know I was buying a whole reel of fabric here. All right, and we're gonna lay that out in a nice, orderly fashion, okay? I'm going to place the terrarium on top to get the measurements the easy way, okay? And then I'm gonna take the scissors and I'm gonna cut around that size of the mesh. So we have our square of fabric here. Now, you wanna put this inside the terrarium and just figure out your dimensions. Now, that is gonna sit over top of the pipe. So you want to find out where it sits directly, and I'm gonna cut a line by pinching it like that on the fold and cut one cleanly, and then I'll fold it the other way, so lengthways. Find my cuts, there they are, and I'll cut downwards again, so you get a cross. Perfect. What that's gonna do now is that's gonna enable you to just slot the pipe through that cut. And that is perfect. Look at that. I mean, oh, call me Bob Ross or Charlie Dimmock. Call me Charlie Dimmock. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Right, Perfect, I'm very happy with that. That's what I forgot to do yesterday, guys, when I did this video for you. It was horrific. So, we're gonna take our hydro balls. Do we need to rinse them? Rinse prior to remove any dust. All right, I'm gonna go back and rinse these and I'll be back in 2 secs. 1, 2, 3, you're back in the room. Right, round 2 with the hydro balls. Pour them in. There we go. Cool. Thank God I didn't mess up too much yesterday because that is just enough. Right, so you've got your thin layer of those on there, and that is going to be basically our water table, as I said earlier. It's a way in which to keep water at the bottom without it waterlogging all of your substrate. You're going to take a bit of horticultural charcoal. The stuff is messy, so just make sure you're ready to get your hands a little bit dirty. And then you're just going to put a little bit in there, not too much, just scatter lightly. This is going to absorb toxins from the over build-up of soil and basically the plant's detox system. It's going to help keep the soil nice and clean and neutral. I'm going to use my scissors to just move that about. You don't want to mix them too much, you just want to knock the charcoal around. This is where your coin is going to come in handy because, nearly messed it up again. We're going to place that coin over top of the entrance of the siphon, which has been siliconed in place, and I'll show you that in another clip. That's going to prevent anything going inside of that hole, basically. We want to keep that clear, alright? So we're going to use that, but first, let's not forget, and I nearly did, this. Okay, move your coin, we'll come back to the coin, and place this over our water table layer, okay? So this is going to serve as a way of preventing all of the substrate from mixing into that hydro ball layer. Now, take your 50p coin, right? Place that there, and let's go into adding our soil, nice and gently. Okay, and voila. So, we have the natural slope that I was talking about. The hole has been covered the whole way. So I can now remove that, and I have access to it. The Obliqua. Okay, so I'm going to very carefully just remove what I need to remove. And what I'll do is I'll keep it in its moss ball, and I'll just dig a little hole. So I don't know if you can see that, I'm just digging a little hole. I'm going to place it in there gently. And I'm going to just drag a little bit of soil back over it. And then I'll take a little bit out of my box here. Still have quite a bit left, which is good. And I'll just drop it in the back bit here. So it's fully covered, but still within its own root space. And that, my friends, is it. I've got the heat mat underneath. I've got the thermostat inside at the back. The unicorn himself, just there. I also ran the lights. I'm not putting it directly on because I've heard that they can get burnt quite easily with lighting, so I just want to face it kind of away, but it's still suggesting there's light there. I filled up this siphon, or the hole rather, with a little bit of water, so there is a thin layer at the bottom. I've misted. I'm going to put my hydrometer in there, and that is a wrap. I'm so happy. I'm so excited to watch this grow and become an amazing, beautiful specimen. Guys, we got there in the end. However many days later, since Monday, we made it.